Welcome back to another video with your one and only Smart Money. Guys, I want to keep this nice and short and sweet, okay? So make sure you tune into this one. I'm going to give you the levels that you need to be looking at next to get into the best trades locally. Before we do that, guys, please remember I'm not a financial advisor. Anything I say in this video is for educational purposes. Also, guys, before we get into it, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button. Guys, apologies for the lack of updates lately. I've been pretty busy getting the website ready and just some other stuff behind the scenes like setting up copy trading and stuff like that. But we're here now, so let's get straight into this. This hasn't been the easiest range to trade recently because we've had that bounce from 60K, but it's been quite tight. There hasn't been any major levels that have been hit yet. This SFP that happened on the 9th of February, okay? So this level right over here, we took the liquidity there, okay? We came up, closed back beneath, and we got a nice drop to the downside. That trade was shared within my Discord community. And again, guys, if you want to get these updates live in the time, make sure you check my Discord community out, Smart Money X, okay? Join now while it's free. The link is in the description below. So this trade, pretty much the best trade that's been given out within this whole range, was the nice short trade on the 9th of February, okay? Short from roughly 72.2K. And since then, that high has not yet been claimed once again, okay? So if you did get into a short up here, there were some people within the community that got into this short. They're still, even if they haven't taken profits, they're still in nice profits at the moment, okay? And we could even get that rollover without even coming up to test that zone again. That has pretty much been the best trade. The next best trade, in my opinion, was the reclaim of this value area high, or if you were quite aggressive and you got into this SFP of the low down here at 62,700, okay? So this swing failure pattern, price failing to close beneath, getting back above on the 1 hourly. That was a pretty aggressive setup. There was a bit of confluence at that level. You had this 786, okay, hitting the 786. You also had a daily level at the time, a naked daily level. So there was a bit of confluence for that long. So that short and that long have pretty much been the best trade setups. Now we're looking for the next best setup, okay? What I'm looking at for an intraday long, okay, I'm aware that it's Friday today, so this is just going to be a scalp. If I do get into this trade, it's not going to be something that I'm going to be looking to hold on for a swing trade. But if we do come down and test 66,220, where we have this NPOC level, okay, naked point of control level, it's the 0.5. We may get like a swing failure down here of this previous low right over here. So if we start to see a bit of volatility there, a bit of a, some bullish candles being printed, we can look for that nice long setup. Otherwise, if we do lose the MPOC, I'm not going to be interested at longing from further down, okay? At that MPOC level as well, that would be a back test of this triangle as well, this symmetrical triangle. So this could be viewed as a symmetrical triangle. We had the fake out to the bottom, reclaim. We're back within the triangle. And so if we do come down to this MPOC, it would be like a back test of the support band of the triangle to then potentially get further up, okay? Now to the upside, where we have some nice levels up here to take shorts from, I would be interested in this weekly and naked point of control level, okay, at 70,250 approximately. We have this lower high that was just put in, as well as this lower high from the 17th of Feb. So a little bit of liquidity there, but also above would be nicer if we could get to 70,900, okay, this lower high right over here from the 15th of February. And then, of course, we have that lower high from the 9th of Feb at 72,200. Now, a few levels in close proximity, you need to see that bearish reaction, okay? We want to see price coming up and getting a stiff rejection, big rejection candle, long wick, long tail wick on that candle, or even seeing like a bearish engulfing candle at one of these resistance levels. Also, if you do use order flow charts, I'll be checking CVD delta as well on ATAS, just to see that we're getting that bearish divergences as well. That always helps. If we do manage to get a little bit higher, 74,400 for me is very interesting, because it is a key level in my opinion. Last year, so it is the 7th of April lows, okay? So that was put in on the 7th of April, 2025, a very important higher low pivot that I believe will be well respected if we do get back up there, okay? You can see as well, yeah, you can see the level was respected here, 74,500 approximately. Yeah, 74,400, 74,500. So I'm expecting to get a rejection if we do get up there, but obviously we need to monitor that, okay? We do have some levels above as well. 80,000 key as well, in my opinion. Okay, so yeah, we can talk about those in another update, but I'm bearish on higher time frames, guys. More interested in finding the short positions here than the longs, because I do think we're going to get continuation further down. I do think that when we come down to 57,300 though, that there's a good chance we get a nice reaction from that level, and I'll show you why. So if we just, let's have a look at these fixed ranges. So I'll just share this with you quickly. Look on the weekly time frame. So if you take the fixed point of control, okay, this tool right over here, fixed range volume profile, from the low of, this was the 9th of March 2020, okay, so that pivot low all the way to current price action, which I've already done here, the point of control sits at 57,300 approximately, okay. That is going to be, and also we have the 618, the golden pocket 618, sat right there as well. I do think we should get a nice bounce when we come down there. So that is a big zone of interest. So they're the levels I'm currently looking at right now. Not too much to add, guys. Been a bit boring in this range, but let's wait until we get down to these boxes or up to these boxes to see what we can get out of the market. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next one. Ciao.